Now, you may have seen from our efforts here at Expresso recently that October is World Hunger Month, and the spotlight is falling on the very challenging issues around hunger we have here in South Africa on our back doorstep. So KFC's Add Hope campaign, now in its 7th year, unbelievably, has found a very powerful way to unite the KFC team and customers in the fight against hunger. So during October, we'll be meeting some of the people whose lives have been changed by the Add Hope campaign, showing how your R2, that's all we're asking, just R2 donation really does make a difference. So let's meet Tebogo, who has been an amazing young role model for the children in Hillbrow.
I grew up in Hillbrow, in the heart of Hillbrow. Growing in Hillbrow was challenging, and I was raised by a single-parent mother, and I've got 3 siblings. My mother is a very strong woman, being the sole breadwinner, because none of our fathers were part of our lives. In the streets of Hillbrow, I see a lot of young guys that have potential to be leaders in the community, but then they're wasting their lives with drugs, on crime. A lot of them are fathers, a lot of them have dropped out of school. And those who have made it out of school are just sitting around doing drugs and not looking for jobs. I think I would have easily been one of them, but then I was fortunate enough that MES took me in and they've influenced me. They've given me the platform to change my life and to change the lives in the city. I've been part of MES since I was in primary school. Because of Add Hope, they gave us meals each and every day. And MES has provided a safe place for us. MES gave us food parcels when my mom was unemployed and when times were tough at home. I think when you give a child a meal, you show the child that you care for them. You tap into their world, you tap into their heart, and the right to influence them. But then you cannot influence a hungry kid. I think meals are the very first reason why I even considered joining the MES program. And through Add Hope, MES was able to get a ticket into my world so that they can understand, so that they can love, and so that they can influence me. I remember when I failed matric a few years ago, they got me a tutor, and at the moment I've got an university entrance and I got a distinction in isiZulu. They also helped me to get my driver's license. I now live in a MES house and I'm one of the leaders in the house. I'm employed as an intern at MES. MES has helped me with work with God, and they really helped me to find my passion, which is dance. MES has helped me to master myself, and they also taught me the spirit of generosity. So at the moment, I'm volunteering at the Youth Enrichment Program to get those kids that are troubled, like I was, into the program so that we can learn to influence them. My hope for these kids is for them to tap into their dreams and potential. And I want them to really go to school and choose the right subjects so that they can reach where they want to be. I grew up without a father, so I never had a male role model in my life. And that's what I see in a lot of these kids. So I want to be that person that's going to invest his time and his resources in those kids. There's someone holding their hand and helping them through life. And that's the change I want to be.
My brother, that's the change that you are. I hope you are watching right now. An unbelievably inspirational young man and story, Tebogo. We are behind you all the way. Now, I think brimming from ear to ear after that, Tabisa Mkwanazi, the marketing director of KFC Africa, is here in studio to tell us a bit more about Add Hope and, of course, the massive issue of World Hunger Month, the challenge that is ahead of us. How does it make you feel seeing his story?
Hopeful.
Hopeful.
Very hopeful, Graham. I think that's what Add Hope's about. That's why we got involved, is to create Tebogos, to be a part of that, to be a part of giving someone hope and someone a feeling they can do something about the country we live in.
I've seen firsthand the situation in areas like Hillbrow, but the sad reality is that is spread across our entire country. And a country that is growing like ours, it's an indictment that we still have starving children in our country. How bad is the situation?
Graham, it's bad. It gets worse, and I think for us that keeps us up at night. The fact that it's not getting better. You've got about 3.3 million children going hungry every day. They go to bed hungry every single night. In South Africa, one out of every 5 children under the age of 5 have a condition called stunting, which is basically kind of a development issue where they development stunted because of hunger and malnutrition. That's a massive number, 1 in every 5 kids. You've got over 12 million people in our country going hungry in a population north of 51 million. That's a massive number. So for us at KFC, the 3.3 million keeps us up every night. It's something we're passionate about, but for us it's the impact that children have. It's more than the hunger pains. It's what happens to their confidence, what happens to their social conditioning, how they feel about themselves when they're hungry. It's just, it's insane.
And Tebogo's just proven if you give someone just a little gap, just that tiny opportunity to be better, to be more, they will do it. I just keep thinking about that exchange between a mother that can't provide a meal for her child, for their son or daughter, and that's where Add Hope steps in. You are the parent. You are playing that role. How does Add Hope work?
So Add Hope simply is an opportunity for us to partner with our customers, the people that come into over 800 stores in the country. It's giving them a chance to be a part of, Tebogo's upbringing and the 3.3 million Tebogos in the country. You come into store, you add hope, you add 2 rands to your meal, and that takes care of a child's meal every single day. You can go onto our website, addhope.co.za, to be able to donate there too. But simply, Add Hope's become a global phenomenon within the KFC world. It was born in our little country. It was a little idea where we thought, what if people gave 2 rands to help out? It's gone global. It's become such a massive part of who we are as a brand. Quite simply, we then add on. So we collect the 2 rands from our customers. We as KFC then kind of add quite a bit lump sum onto that. And it's all about adding hope for us. It's all about changing the fibre of our communities because we give children an opportunity to feel better about themselves. For me, this journey has been about a 4-year journey, and what's been really amazing is the impact on a child when they're hungry. All they can think about is food. All they can think about is how much they're not loved. All they can think about is how unwanted they are. All they can think about is how ashamed they are of who they are. And when you take care of that little bowl, you give them back dignity. You take the shame away. You take away the sense of I'm unwanted and unaccepted and unneeded in the world. And all of a sudden, you give them hope. They're able to dream. They see color. Children actually don't see a lot of color when they're hungry, amazingly enough.
No, I can certainly understand that, but and I think we'll see the knock-on effect for years to come. So again, just reiterate, how can we help? How can we donate?
So you can go into any KFC store across the country. There's over 800, so there should be one probably 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers away from you. So on your way to work, pop by. You can actually add hope to more than one child. You can, in this month of October, feed as many as you can. And that's one of my personal challenges to people is to go get in store, don't add 2 rands, add 10, add 20 rands, add 30 rands on your way to work, on your way back from work, during lunch break, pit stop at a KFC, and add a bit of hope. You can go onto our website, which is www.addhope.co.za, and you can again donate on those platforms. We've got a massive challenge for the month of October. It's really a big time in our diary just to raise awareness with people in our country about how massive the issue is. We want to raise 5 million rands through the 2 rands.
Yeah.
So, and that's a big target for us.
It really is, yeah.
So far this year, we've raised over 30 million rands on 2 rands, which is just absolutely amazing. Biggest number we've raised since the program started. In the 7 years we've been around, we've raised over 372 million rands between the 2 rands and what we contribute as KFC. So month of October, we're going big. We want 5 million rands. That's going to take care of a whole lot of kids.
Man.
Of those 3.3 million, they will each have a meal every day if we raise 5 million this month.
I love that. And we're going to call them our children.
They're
because
our children.
They're our children.
They're our Tebogos.
Tabisa, thank you
kids.
so much. What a phenomenal initiative. And I love the fact that it's not a branding exercise. It's got so much more going on, and it really is changing people's lives. Thank you so much for your efforts.
Thank you for having us, and happy birthday to you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. And keep an eye out for your Espresso presenters. We're going to be adding our little bit of hope to Add Hope at various KFCs across the country. We love to connect with you. So today, go and add hope.
Your 2 rand adds hope to over 110,000 children every day.